Alright students, welcome to English 1301, Composition 1 with Professor Nicole Pierce. I'd like to get started in this orientation by going through some of the important aspects of our course and the things that you'll need to know about the things that you'll need to do in this course in order to be successful. Our course uses Blackboard. Blackboard is our course learning platform. You log into Blackboard via the website https://ctc.blackboard.com. You need to log in at least 3 times a week. Check your messages and announcements every time you log in. Our class week runs Monday to Sunday. So again, make sure you check messages and announcements every time you log in, and you're going to log in at least 3 times a week. And what does it look like when you log in? Well, it looks like this. You'll have these tabs at the top. So see here, you'll have the My Institution tab, the Courses tab, Student Resources, Organizations and Tutoring, and you'll have a Tech Support tab. It'll have your name, the number of messages or indications waiting for you, and the log on, log off. This is the My Institution homepage. So it'll have your tools, the announcements for your course, how to decipher your course name, and any messages that you might have waiting for you. If you click on the Courses tab, this is that second tab right here up at the top, it'll have your course list, courses that you're taking at the moment. You click on your current course or your course messages if there's a message waiting for you. So let's say we're going to choose a course. You're going to click on that course. We're going to choose Composition 1. So it'll open up to the course, and it'll open up to the announcements page. The first page it'll open to on every default is the announcements. And you want to look and see if there are any new announcements when you log in. To the left here, you'll have what we call the navigational toolbar. And in the toolbar, it will have the course name, the course identification number, and the course links. And I'm going to go through each of these individually. Now, the first link is the Start Here link. This is where you start at the beginning of the course. This is your first link when you first start the course, and it'll familiarize yourself with the course. Oh, sorry, I need to go back there. Okay. So some of the other themes are need help, disability support services, biosig registration, which is very important because biosig registration is how you identify yourself before you take an exam. And in Composition 1, in the Start Here link, there is an important note about participation that I encourage each of you to read. Next, going back to the navigational toolbar are the announcements. So the most recent announcement will be at the top, generally. And new announcements are right here, again, at the top. most current announcement, you want to make sure that you're up to date. So go through the announcements, read through them, make sure you know what's going on in the class. The next link on the navigational toolbar is Messages. These are your course messages. You have an inbox and a sent file. Now, course messages work very much like email. They're not exactly email, but they work very much like email. They're limited to the Blackboard system. They're held within the system, so you don't have to worry about your message to a classmate or your message to me disappearing after you sent it. They're retained by the system once you've sent that message. So your message and your response are kept by the system for the entirety of the class. So make sure when you log in to check and see if you have any new messages in your inbox. And then any messages that you do send, if you need to refer back to them, will be in your sent file. The next link on the navigational toolbar is the instructor info. And the instructor info has all of my information. Professor Nicole Pierce, my email, the office phone, the office location, my office hours, which are by appointment only, and some general notes, some things that have to do with my educational philosophy. Now, the following link after the instructor info is the syllabus page 1. These are key information. So syllabus page 1 and syllabus page 2, you need to read the Start Here link and the syllabus links very closely. First day of class, those 3 links you need to read very closely. Okay, on syllabus page 1, it lists the course name, course information, standard course information. You have a course description. Syllabus page 1 is also going to list the course materials. It's going to explain the IP process, which are extensions for the end of the course. These are very rarely given. So you need to make sure that you understand the process about how you may be considered for an IP. It's not a guarantee, but if you have an emergency situation, you may be considered for an IP. It also has the frequently asked questions. Read this section very closely. When are assignments due? What is the late policy? What textbooks are required? What does MLA mean? What is the code of conduct governing discussion board participation? And a few other questions. The frequently asked questions are important questions that typically are asked throughout the course, and the answers are right here for you to refer back to anytime you need to, right here on syllabus page 1. Syllabus page 2, again, you just click the link on the navigational toolbar. It's going to list the course name again. And this syllabus page 2 provides more specific information. It provides the delivery information of the course. That's how the course is delivered, what kind of course it is. It also provides the assignments and the course schedule. You're going to have a list of the assignments and the due dates. It'll give you your exam information. And it'll tell you the breakdown of the course grade. So assignments, essays, discussions, and quizzes, how many points they're worth. The exams, how many points they're worth, etc. And then it'll show you how many points each grade is worth. So an A is worth 900 to 1,000 points. A B is worth 800 to 899 points. A C is worth 700 to 799 points. A D is worth 600 to 699 points. And an F is anything under 599 points. It'll tell you about monitoring your progress, and it'll give you the course contract, which again you need to review very closely. It will also review the course late policy, which you need to read and understand because this policy is adhered to very strictly. So deadlines are final. There are no extensions unless there are documentable extenuating circumstances. Make sure you understand what that means. Now the next link on the navigational toolbar is e-chapters. This is a really important link if you're unable to get your textbooks in time for the first day of class or the first week of class. The e-chapters are PDF files that have been scanned and provided for us from the publishers. This includes the St. Martin's Handbook and the Central Texas College Longman Reader. So these are the sections of the chapters that you need for Lesson 1. If you don't have your textbooks by the first week of class, there is no excuse if you don't have your textbooks by the first week not to turn in your assignments because your textbooks are available in the e-chapters link. So if you don't have what you need, click on the e-chapters and everything you need is right there. Now the next link on the navigational toolbar is lessons. This is the core of the class. Each week is a lesson. So you're going to click on the lesson, and each lesson will have a major theme. So the first lesson is major errors and plagiarism. You'll click on the lesson. The lesson will open up. You'll have your learning objectives and your learning activities. Your learning activities will include a reading list from both the St. Martin's Handbook and the Longman Reader. So the things that you need to read and understand from your textbooks are laid out right there in the lesson, what you need to know and what you need to know. If you scroll down further in the lesson, on the first lesson page, there's a link that says assignments. You're going to click on that link, the link that says assignments, and it's going to open up another page. There will generally only be one assignment in the assignment page. Sometimes there's two. So for this one, there's two. The major errors pretest and assignment 1. For assignment 1, if you see here, there are exercises that you need to complete in the textbook. And again, this is the St. Martin's textbook, so you're going to go to the St. Martin's and look up these exercises and complete them. You'll click on the link right here where it says assignment 1 to turn them in. So again, this is the preview upload assignment page where you'll upload your assignment to turn in your assignment when you've completed your textbook assignments. Now the next link on the navigational toolbar is the Papers and Projects link. And this just has helpful resources for when you're completing your papers and projects. How to write citations in APA MLA style, the Son of Citation Machine, which is an automated website that allows you to enter in information in order to produce bibliographic information, how to produce citations. There's information on how to create PowerPoints and do research, and all sorts of information that's helpful to you when you're doing papers and projects. Now, the next link on the navigational toolbar is the discussion board. The discussion board opens up into our discussion threads, and there are several threads that are open already, and the first one that you'll need is the Introduce Yourself discussion thread, and you click on the link to open the thread. You'll open the thread, post your thoughts, and that's all there is to it. You can click on this highlighted area here. Usually there's a number here that will show how many new posts or how many posts haven't been read yet, how many posts you haven't read yet. And this is a quick and easy way for you to go through and find out or figure out which posts you haven't read and read them. So if you haven't gone through each and every thread yet, you can, instead of clicking on the thread and going through and reading each thread, you can click on this highlighted number here and read the posts that are unread so far. The next link on the navigational toolbar is Student Resources, and these are resources for CTC students, the general website for the college, Blackboard help, the distance learning department, and some other links that I think you'll find helpful throughout the course and throughout your distance learning education. Now, also on the navigational toolbar, there is a link that says Scholastic Honesty. That will take you to this page, which is the CTC Statement of Scholastic Honesty. You will need this for the plagiarism quiz, so make sure you read this statement very closely and carefully and adhere to it, because plagiarism, there is no excuse for plagiarism. It is cheating, and if you plagiarize, you will fail the assignment. If you plagiarize repeatedly, you will fail the course. And if you fail the course for plagiarism or scholastic dishonesty, it will be noted on your permanent record that you failed due to scholastic dishonesty. So there are serious ramifications for plagiarism. So make sure you understand the scholastic honesty policies. Now the next link on the navigational toolbar is the evaluations link, and it opens up to this page, which allows you to click on the evaluations page, and you just click on what kind of evaluation you need to complete. And it's a pretty simple process. It takes about 5-10 minutes for you to complete the evaluation, and it just lets us know what your views are on the course so that we can do things better in the future. So the next link on the navigational toolbar is the exams link. And again, as I said, the biosig is very important because you'll need it in order to verify your identity before you take the exam. And you can see that here on the exams page. You need to do the verification before you take the exam. And that's the major errors exam, the effective sentences exam, and the final exam. With the final exam, it's a little different because there are two steps. There is the biosig verification, and there is also the course evaluation assignment. The course evaluation assignment is like an evaluation. Well, it is an evaluation, but it is separate from the course evaluation that you do before, the course survey. So this is a little more in-depth. It's very specific to this class, and it allows you a little more space and a little more room to give your personal opinions on how you think this course is run. So you'll complete this assignment and you receive 10 extra credit points for completing this evaluation. So you complete this evaluation assignment, you do your biosig verification, and then the final exam link opens up, and that allows you to take the final exam. So that's it for the navigational toolbar under courses. Under organizations and tutoring tab, you'll see my organizations catalog, some other things. Up here, it allows you to enter the writing lab. This is really important, and there are a couple of reasons for this. You can email the writing lab directly from your ENGL Mail account. That's your student email address. And you can only use your student email address if you're emailing the writing lab directly. And their email address is english.tutor@ctcd.edu. But if you're going to access the writing lab directly through Blackboard, you'll need to click on Organizations and Tutoring, click on the Writing Lab, register, and then enter the Writing Lab this way. And it'll show you how to submit an assignment. You can talk live with a writing coach. If you have questions about plagiarism, there's a plagiarism hub. There's an English 1301 hub that will give you some tips about this course. There's an MLA and APA hub that will give you some tips about citations and writing works cited. So it's a really great reference for you to use, the Organizations and Tutoring tab where the Writing Lab is located. So that's something that I recommend that you take advantage of. So some things to remember now that we're going to close this out. Take advantage of extra credit opportunities like the Writing Lab. With the Writing Lab, every draft that you submit to the Writing Lab and then turn that draft in, so your descriptive essay, your narrative essay, your exemplification essay, your argumentation essay, if you turn those essays into the Writing Lab, get a draft back, revise it, and then submit it as submit your final essays, you receive extra credit. So you want to take advantage of those extra credit opportunities. There's also Launchpad, which will be explained in the announcements. You need to make sure that you follow instructions. A lot of instructions are detailed in the lessons, so you need to make sure you follow the instructions for your essays and for your assignments. Follow the instructions. You are college students and you're adults. Instructions are really important. Don't skip steps. Follow the instructions. Make sure you ask for help. If you're not sure about something, I'm here to help, and so are your classmates. And we're all in it together. So make sure that you ask for help when you are not certain about something, when you need clarification. Make sure you ask for help because you will get it. I suggest that you plan ahead. Do not wait until the last minute on any of your assignments. That includes your essays, your textbook exercises, just in general. Don't wait for the last minute because you get caught up in things, life happens, and then, you're rushing, you're not putting in your best effort. And really what you want to do is put your best effort in. You're putting in all of this work in order to show that you can master these concepts and move ahead in your academic pursuits. So don't shortchange yourself. Get the most out of your education. You need to be aware of course policies. The late policy, especially. The withdrawal policy, that's important too. Make sure you're aware of the course policies and that you're adhering to them. The plagiarism policy, again, very important. Scholastic honesty is something we take very seriously at CTC. And remember the last thing, you can always contact me for help. It doesn't really matter what it's about. If you're having an issue and it relates to this course, let me know. Send me a message through messages or contact me through Eagle Mail and let me know what's going on. Communication is key to success with online courses. You can do this. You can succeed. Aim for your highest performance, your best performance. And I'm certainly here to help you achieve that. All right, again, thank you. Welcome to class, and let's get to it.